right, guys. We're moving on into chapter 12 review. Um, so we've made it to the end, and now I've made it to the end of these videos twice, and hopefully we don't have any more audio problems. So let's take a look at chapter 12 review. So, um, we have question number 1. Mrs. Miller wants to estimate the width of the steps in front of her house. Select the best benchmark for her to use. So if you're measuring the steps outside your house, I would say you probably are not using your fingertips. It's going to be a lot of fingertips. If you're measuring with the thickness of a dime, that's even smaller than your fingertips. So I'm going to go with it's probably not B either. So let's do no and no. The width of a license plate. So that's on the back of a car. All right, I suppose you could. How far she can walk in 20 minutes? That sounds way too much. So I would say width of a license plate. Question 2. Franco played computer chess for 3 hours. Leon played computer chess for 150 minutes. Compare the time spent playing computer chess. Complete the sentence. Okay. So you're gonna have to pick. Let's take hours to minutes. So I know that there are 60. What? Oh my goodness! Like I can't even write. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. And I know Franco played for 3 hours. So I'm going to take 60 minutes for each hour he played, and I'm going to multiply it and get 180 minutes. So above 3 hours, I'm going to put 180 minutes. And now I'm going to do the comparison for the sentence. So it looks like Franco played more than Leon. So Franco played for blank longer than. Oh, okay. So then we're going to have to do a little math here. 180 minus 150 is going to give me 30. So at least that's how I'm reading it. Franco played for 30 minutes longer than Leon. Works for me. Hopefully your drop downs respond to that as well. Okay, question number 3. Select the measures that are equal, mark all that apply. I think these get a little complicated in that you don't always know what you're dealing with, and nothing seems to match right away. So let's just see what we have. I'm going to do some conversions on each letter and see if once I start figuring out what matches, then it's going to give me a little bit more direction on what I'm doing. So if I'm looking at inches, feet, and yards, I'm going to put some quick conversions here. 12 inches to a foot, 3 feet in a yard, also 36 inches to a yard. And we'll see if I need any more. So 6 feet, I know a foot is 12 inches, so I'm going to convert this to inches and say that 6 times 12 is 72 inches. That doesn't match anything. I have yards here. I'm going to take yards down to feet. So 15 times 3 gives me 45 feet, which I'm really excited to see option C. So maybe I'm looking for things that are 45 feet long. All right. I'm going to keep 45 feet because it's matching right now, but maybe I might need to come back to it to change it to yards. I don't know at this point. Let's see. 600 inches. Well, inches is my smallest unit right now, so I'm going to have to say we need to make this into, I need to combine my inches. So basically I need some equal groups of 12, which will make feet. So if I divide 600 by 12, I'm going to get 600 inches in feet. So the good news is I can already see that 12 goes into 65 times evenly. 5 times 6 is 60. And 12 goes into 0 times. So 60 inches is 50 feet. Well, That doesn't do a lot for me. 12 feet, I could take it back to yards. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so E is 4 yards. But again, the only two right now I have is B and C are 45 feet. So I could say this one is equal to 4 yards. Let's take 540 inches because same as option D, 540 inches is my smallest unit. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my inches to feet. So I'm going to divide it by 12. This one doesn't appear to be as straightforward, but I know that 12 goes into 54 4 times, and that 4 times 12 is 48. And I'm going to do a quick subtraction here, and I'm going to get 54 minus 48 is 6. What I do is I count up. 48 plus 2 is 50, and 50 to 54 is another 4, so that's a total of 6. I bring down my 0, and this I am excited about because I know that 12 goes into 60 exactly 5 times with no remainder. And it gives me another 45, which I'm super excited about because then that is definitely telling me I'm looking at some correct answers here. So I would choose B and C and F as matching answers, that they are all equal, that 540 inches equals 45 feet, which is equal to 15 yards. You just kind of have to work with it. You got to kind of figure out what you're looking for here. Not a hard question, but you definitely got to put some effort into it. All right, number 4. Jackie made 6 quarts of lemonade. Jackie says she made 3 pints of lemonade. Explain Jackie's error. Then find the correct number of pints in lemonade. So first, you have to know how many pints are in a quart. So you're going to need to know that there are 2 pints in a quart. And my total answer is going to be in pints. So 2 pints equals 1 quart. She made 6 quarts of lemonade, but she says she only has 3 pints. So what she really has is 6 times 2. She has 12 pints. And that's going to be part of your final answer. So what she did was she went the wrong way. Instead of multiplying her 6 quarts times 2 to find out how many pints she had, she took her 6 quarts and she divided it by 2, which is not what she wanted. That makes it incorrect for pints. And that's how she got a 3. So her math is okay. It's her process that's wrong. She just took the equation and went the wrong way with it. You can write that up on your own, but that should help you quite a bit on your way. All right, we're already through question number 4. Let's try to get to at least to question 10, I would say. Oh, line plot, very important. You want to be able to do a line plot. Let me try to get as much. Oh my gosh, is it the whole page? Almost. I'm going to do the best I can to get this all in one snip so I don't have to redo it in the middle of the problem. Okay. Let's see how it works. Sometimes trying to get the whole page doesn't always work as well. Start to lose clarity when you expand it. Okay, Josh practices gymnastics each day after school. The data shows the length of time Josh practiced gymnastics for 2 weeks. Part A, make a tally table and a line plot to show the data. Part B, explain how you use the tally table to label the numbers and plot the X's. And then part C, what is the difference between the longest time and the shortest time Josh spent practicing? All right, this is a fair enough question. Pretty straightforward in terms of line plot. So first thing you want to do is you want to list your numbers in order. So 1/4 is my smallest. So I'm going to do 1/4. I see it for sure twice. So 1, 2. Yeah, there's only 2. My next is 1/2 or 2/4. I only see that one once. Then I have 3/4, 3/4. So 1, 2, and then one more time. 3/4, and then I have whole numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 1 is my largest, and it's at 4 times. So in terms of hours, 1/4 of an hour or 15 minutes, 1/2 of an hour or 30 minutes, 3/4 of an hour or 45 minutes, and 1 hour at 60 minutes. One thing I do always recommend that you do that I kind of skipped over here is to count 1, 2. Make sure that you have all your data points accounted for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm good so far. So I'm looking at 10 data points. So if all of a sudden I come up with 11 or 9, I know something's wrong. Okay, so tally marks are tally marks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, cross for 5. That's a tally mark. I have 2 at 1/4. I have 1.5, right there. I have 3 at 3/4, and I have 4 at 1, or 1 whole hour. So here's my, oh my gosh, excuse me. I've been doing a lot of videos today. Here is my my actual line plot. I'm just going to put in my times. And my title here should be something like time practicing. It helps you know what you're talking about. And then I'm just going to go and fill in 2 x's at 1/4, 1 x at 1/2, 3 x's at 3/4, and 4 x's at 1 whole. And that's all of part A right there. Now the next thing is going to ask you, explain how you use the tally table to label the numbers and plot the x's. Okay, so here's my table. How did I go from table to graph? So I put things in order. I use my tally table. My tally marks become x's on my graph, on my plot, my line plot, and I label the bottom. So have fun. It's going to be in your own words. How do you go from the table to the line plot? That's really not too bad. Part C, what is the difference between the longest time and shortest time Josh spent practicing gymnastics? So big things here. You have got to know that difference means subtraction. So my longest time was 1 hour and my shortest time was 1/4 of an hour. So I can't do this easily. But if I change my 1 whole hour to 4/4, so I'm going to say 1 whole hour is 4/4 because that's a whole unit. Minus 1/4 equals 3/4. Get 3/4 of an hour. What I would also say would be acceptable here is if you actually took the minutes and said 1 hour is 60 minutes minus 1/4 of an hour, which I'm already trying to mess it up and put a fraction in. That 1/4 of an hour is 15 minutes, and you said 45 minutes was the difference in time. I would also give that to you as well, because that is those are the times for a whole hour and 1/4 of an hour. So 3/4 of an hour or 45 minutes would be correct for part C. All right, that's the whole question there. Let's move on to 6. Okay, select the correct word to complete the sentence. Juan brings a water bottle with him to soccer practice. A full water bottle holds 1 liter, 10 milliliters, 1 meter of water. Well, let's eliminate 1 meter because meter does length. I hope his water bottle isn't 1 meter tall. A full water bottle holds 1 liter or 10 milliliters. So let's talk about what a liter is. Your regular water bottle that you would bring to school is about 500 milliliters. The ones that I like are 1 liter, which is 1,000 milliliters. Your milk lunch, the milk at lunch, the little carton, is about 240 milliliters. You can imagine what 10 milliliters looks like. We measure like medicine, sometimes if you take liquid medicine in terms of milliliters. It's like a dropper. It's a very small amount of water. And if you were at a soccer practice outside, it would not be nearly enough. So you're looking at a liter here. Like a liter is one of those pretty good sized bottles of Gatorade. All right, let's get to 10 and we'll end this half of the video. All right, write the symbols that compares the weights correctly. 128 ounces versus 8 pounds. Is that less than, equal to, or greater than? So I'm going to change my pounds to ounces and say that there are 16 ounces in a pound times 8 pounds would be 48. Carry 4. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. And this. Oops. I don't have to draw the circle. Oh my goodness. Go away. These are equal. 8 pounds is equal to 128 ounces, so these are equal. Moving on to 8,000 pounds in tons. So a ton is 2,000 pounds, and I have 3 of them. So 3 tons is 6,000 pounds, so 8,000 pounds is greater than. Number 8, Dwayne bought 5 yards of wrapping paper. How many inches of wrapping paper did he buy? So the trick here is that you are going to have to do 2 conversions because 12 inches equals 1 foot and 3 feet equal 1 yard. Well, I guess I take that back. You don't have to do 2 conversions. I'm going to show this to you 2 different ways. Also, 36 inches equals 1 yard. I think the first video I did this in 2 steps. So, you have 5 yards of wrapping paper, and 1 yard is 36 inches. In one step, you would say 36 times 5. 5 yards, and I know that 36 is equal to a yard. 36 inches equals a yard, so I would multiply here. 5 times 6 is 30, carry a 3, 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 180. So 180 inches. That's the one step. If you went 2 steps, you would do yards to feet. So I would say that 5 yards times 3 feet is 15 feet. And then I would say that 15 times 12 inches would give me this in inches. Actually, I'm already liking the one step better. This would be 2 times 5 is 10. Carry 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. Placeholder 0. 1 times 5 is 5. And 1. And we add. And there's my 180. But seriously, one step is the way to go. So you don't have to have the longer double-digit multiplication problem to use there. So that's what happens when you do the video twice. I definitely came to a better, shorter solution on that one. Question number 9. A sack of potatoes weighs 14 pounds 9 ounces after Wendy. Oh, my name is in here. Makes potato salad for a picnic. The sack weighs 9 pounds 14 ounces. I already don't like that in this question. What is the weight of the potatoes Wendy used for the potato salad? Write the numbers to show the correct subtraction. I'm definitely going to switch colors here to not confuse. Go back to black. Okay, so sack of potatoes weighs 14 pounds 9 ounces. I'm making potato salad. The sack weighs 9 pounds 14 ounces after that. What is the weight that was used to make potato salad? So, well, I'll tell you first things first. I don't like that they switched up 14 and 9. So one time you have 14 pounds 9 ounces, the other time you have 9 pounds 14 ounces. That is just a recipe for disaster in keeping your numbers straight. with that said, let's go ahead and go through this problem. So I have to do some subtracting, but I can't subtract this 9 from 4, or 14 from 9 because that just doesn't work. So I'm going to take a pound from here, and I'm going to make this 13 pounds, and I'm going to give 16 ounces to the 9. So I'm going to do a quick little math here and say that 9 plus 16 is going to be 25. Wow, I'm trying to multiply it, and I know the answer is 25. Okay, so instead of having 14 pounds, 9 ounces, I'm going to change how I'm calculating the weight and say it's that is the same as 13 pounds and 25 ounces, so that I can have more ounces, so that I can do the subtraction here. So it looks like I have 13 and 25, which makes me feel good because those number cards are listed. And now I can do actual subtraction here. 25 minus 14 would give me 11, which I also have there. And then 13 minus 9 is going to be 4, which is nice to have there. So at the end of this problem, I have 4 pounds and 11 ounces of potatoes left. I do like that they use my name. I don't like that they switch those numbers around. Anyway, not too bad of a problem. Let's keep moving. And let's take a look at 10. And we will end this video at question number 10. So, Savita made this table to relate two customary units of liquid volume. Customary units of liquid volume means cups, pints, quarts, gallons. So, part A, list the number pairs for the table, then describe the relationship between the numbers in each pair. Alright, so we've been doing this one for the past couple lessons. 1 and 2, 2 and 4, and I'm just reading straight across the line here. 1 and 2, 2 and 4. The next one is 3 and 6, then 4 and 8, and finally 5 and 10. These are number pairs. So if something happens to this number to equal this number. And in this case, it's going to be to multiply by 2. So what's their relationship? One number is twice as large as the other number. So 2 is twice as big as 1, 4 is twice as big as 2, and so on down the line. Now, label the columns of the table and explain your answer. So in liquid, customary units of liquid measure, a 1 to 2 ratio. Well, I know that there are 2 cups equaling 1 pint, and I also know that 2 pints equals 1 quart. So it is your choice. You decide what you want to label this, just so long as you label it properly. I'm going to take the first one. This would be pints to cups. Or you could do quarts to pints. You cannot do quarts and cups. There we go. All right, that is the end of question 10. So I'm going to end this half of the review, and I'll pick up in the next video on the second half. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.